Don't blink, it's your wing. Welcome to Gunter Show. Getting warm because I'm having a wonderful day on this 30th June 2025. Today we're talking about Overlord and why Overlord was so good. I did a couple of videos on that, right? Now that I watched the full series, I'm going to be able to tell you my exact thought of Overlord. We have a review to make. We're losing the show tonight, so we're going to try to do it. But I want to come in and give my general thought. Overlord is a great anime. It's good. It's very good. Is it as good as... Okay. See, I'm going to be an asshole. What about your general thought on Overlord? Good. Is it as good as Bleach, as Naruto, as Attack on Titan, as One Piece? No. No, it's not. No, it's not. Nor does it pretend to be. Overlord is a great anime that is just binge-worthy. Just enjoyable. There's a lot of pros, there's a lot of cons. The show is super enjoyable. I watched it all in like 1 week, right? And I had a good time. So here's the forte. Oh, you want me to go with the negative or the positive first? Let's go with the forte of the anime. So Overlord, so the plot of Overlord is this guy, right? Which is a player, and he's playing this game called Brazil. Right? And Brazil is this very... Oh, I have to check something. I don't know if I'm still uploading, because my storage is pretty full now lately. We are good. So he's the player, right? And he's playing this game, and this game's gonna shut their server, right? So he stays behind for the game to close. In the game to close, it's to put to another world. Now, Overlord presents itself as an isekai, without being an isekai. One of the worst things of the first season is how it's this all-powerful being. He has this whole army, right? So it's in the beginning it's pretty boring, but then it's like, okay, well, this new world, I could be the lord of it. It could be mine. What is the really cool thing is how much effort he put into recruiting certain people, how much effort he put into establishing some that you should play. The goal of the main character is to rule the world, to be an overlord. It's actually quite good, and it's like the opposition. The greatest... Wow. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's beautiful. Overlord presents itself. It's a really good show. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just sad because I never gave it a chance, and now that we have it, finally gave it a chance and finally liked it, it's leaving tonight, you know? It's like, wow, I think I got to watch it, but at what degrees, right? I would have liked to take my time to enjoy it. But itself as this person trying to govern. And it's really nice because at times the main character feels like the villain of the story. He's killing people, he's killing a lot of people, right? And the world is trying to resist him. It's like, fuck the world, right? And then the beauty of Overlord is there's very humane moments. But it's also its biggest weakness. I'm going to be switching to the weakness, and then we'll come back to the positive, because I want to do this like in an order where it's going to be easy to understand. The biggest flaw of Overlord is he's kind of an asshole. The show, which does really well, I gotta say, season 2 was my favorite because this is the best example I could give. The Planet Adventure, and the Planet Adventure as possible recruiting members. So they present this clan of lizardmen, and it's almost the whole season, and you're fighting them off, and you learn the culture of the lizardmen and the whole culture, and you got its main characters, and he fights off one of the guardian of the main characters, and he's like, okay, well, he's a really good warrior. Can we please use him? And the guy's like, okay, yeah, sure, we'll use him. So you're a recruiting member. Now, that's a great thing, because but the lizard man is like, I'll spare your life. In the beginning, he's doing very good. For example, there's this guy. was a brilliant, brilliant herbalist. So Gold, which is the main character, right, is used to healing item from his world, from the game Yggdrasil, right? In this new world, you don't have this medicine. So he kind of hire a recruit. I gotta make him medicine. Because, and this is one of the worst plots, one of the best plots. He has a lot of items. Like, the first season, he has a godly armor, some super, super good equipment, right? However, Overlord feels weird. Because you feel like this overly powerful being. There's 4 seasons of the show. And the only time where I felt like the main character, Gold, has a problem or had a risky situation was when he had to fight one of his own guardian that was mind controlled. Okay? The plot is to fight off other player. Isekai, like, sort of online is Isekai. You're not reborn, you're just in another world, right? So yeah, so that's pretty much it. What else is negative? Negative in the sense that it does feel like an harem. And it's like always like, it gets annoying. It gets annoying how often is servant are like, oh my god, you're so great, you're so great. And also the main character kind of have a god complex. Now the god complex is working in this sense because he wants to be an overlord. But the sheer number of time he calls himself Gold, I'm like, dude, I know your fucking name. You don't need to say it 100 times. I know your name. Okay, we're good. We know your name. It's repetitive. And then you're always presenting an enemy. For example, and this is what I don't like about the anime. This is what really, really turned me off from the anime. There's supposed to be this greatest warrior, and the greatest warrior of all kingdoms. And he fights Gold in season 3. And then Gold comes in, and he's like, okay, well, I'll fuck you up with time control magic. Time control magic. There's a dragon. They're the strongest creature in the land. He has a spell where he subs the heart, and he kills the strongest dragon in one shot. So like I said, the only real battle. Now, technically, this is true. This is not true. So one of the most positive thing is the intro. They're really smart. So for example, in season 2, the intro, you're gonna see one of the character called Demi-Urge, one of the guardian called Demi-Urge. Demi-Urge will play a villain, and in the intro you see him fighting Demi-Urge, and he's clear that it's Demi-Urge. However, what it is Gold plays 2 characters. He plays Gold and he plays Lord Momont. So Lord Momont is a character that's like, well, guess what? The good guy. People can come to me. They can come to me, and I'll be their savior. I'm the savior, but I'm also the. In French, we have this sentence. We have this sentence that's really actually good. So we say, the pyromaniac is a firefighter, right? So you're creating the fire, but you're also quenching it, just to show that you can play with people's life. Some of the more positives, the story is actually really good. For example, the guardian are actually quite nice. The lower characters are kind of cool. The show is weird because, like, oh, look at this. Look at this. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous. Look at this. I'm hiding the camera. What the fuck? You know, it's gorgeous. So the problem with the show is actually really weird. Is some of my favorite characters are enemies, but they build up as these heroes, right? So for example, I'm telling you, like, oh, this guy's the strongest to fight. Well, he dies, and then they said, well, now we have information on how he works. You know, it's really good. And then at the same time, it's so fucked up because there's a part where I really stopped like enjoying the thing. He's fighting against an army of human. Now we don't care about those humans. However, we've been seeing them since season 1, so we're kind of attached to them. So one of his guardian, which is Shaltir, which is the vampire, she fights off this guy, and this guy kind of like, okay, well, he survived. Like, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna learn how to fuck you up, and I'm gonna fuck you up, right? And you want him to win because he's the guy that survives. It's like in a Harry Potter thing. So you're rooting for the bad guy, but then Isengol comes in and he's overpowered, and it's not enjoyable. Like I said, it's not normal for the best fight to be in season 1. It's not normal. And then there's this harem, but there's also really weird. There's like these 2 kids, and at first there seemed like a father, but there's some weird thing to it, and it sucks because the show ends with him not finding a single player, right? You're not finding a single player. Overlord feels like a god playing. There's not a moment where you feel like he's in real danger. There's not a moment where you feel like, oh man, if shit hits the fan, shit's gonna hit the fan. Never a moment like that, and it sucks because there should be a couple moments like that, right? There should be a couple moments like that. There's none, which kind of rendered the show kind of pointless. What I'm trying to say, in a very simple manner, is there's no stakes of the show. There's no stakes. It's always, I'm gonna be okay. For example, at season 4, at the end, season 4, yeah. He comes in, and the whole thing is he wants some dwarves that are able to do some runes on weapons, to make them stronger. He doesn't need it because he's already the strongest person in the universe. So the plot is completely useless. We spent so much time on the second season recruiting a little man, and we barely used him. And it sucks. It really sucks. The show's good. Don't get me wrong. It's enjoyable, but I don't know if I would watch it again. There's only so much. There's a common trope in anime where the MC is OP. There's never really a problem. Like some of my favorite anime, Attack on Titan. Why? Attack on Titan feels like at any moment you're gonna die. How many characters that we loved got killed? A lot of them. Some of my other shows that I fucking love are Bleach. How many times did we think that Ichigo was gonna get killed? Some of my other favorite show is Naruto. Naruto, there's a bunch of time where we thought he was not gonna be a winner. There's not a moment like that. It's not exciting. The world build up is actually really nice. Like, for example, while you're conquering this, there's the whole thing, and I think the best description to it is they're sticking the carrot. He's nice to a certain nation that choose to follow him, and he's a dick to other nations that don't follow him. Now, where is that important? That's actually really important. Because there's a part of the show, a really big part of the show, where people like, should we fear him or should we not fear him? And then that's the main problem with the main characters. There's one moment where he's an asshole, there's a moment where he's super nice, It's really, it's not great. It's not great. Anyway, I'm gonna start a review. Let's guys take it easy. Peace.